Good morning and welcome to Life at the Laundry Garden in my kitchen for the minute. I'm just making myself my second cup of tea of the day. Tom always brings me one to bed because he's always up before me. I hope you are okay and I hope you had a lovely weekend. It's been my birthday weekend, so I've been very spoiled. It's been really lovely. And just getting myself ready for some time in the garden. I've got Rowan and Hannah coming to help out in the garden today. I have help in the garden once a week, so it's unusual to have Hannah and Rowan here together, but because we've lifted the irises and it's such a big job, I've brought both of them in together so that we can all, it's good to have more of us because it's such a big area and it's a job that has to be done. Well, it needed to be done in 2 stages. So today is our second stage. So they were all lifted last week. This week, we are going to put them all back in and pot up all the bits and pieces we've dug out that were growing in and around them. So I'm going to take you with me and show you where we're at and what we've been up to. But in the meantime, I think we need to get outside and go and have a look at how beautiful it is. But first, let's just say good morning to Puppies. This is the framework that we had around the inner of the whelping pen to stop Amber rolling onto the puppies. And we're just taking them away. Look! Hello! So they're all moving around a little bit more now and their eyes opened last week. Hello, little darlings. Oh, Amber wants to say hello. Yes, you're a good mummy. Penny's very inquisitive as well, but Amber will not let her near them, so you're playing with fire, you are, madam. Oh, look, they're super cute and moving more and more by the day. It's probably going to come a moment where we'll probably take this out and let them have a proper roam around this area that this is all what Tom's done. He's kitted all of this out already. So this is usually our boot room, but it's now a little puppy playpen. Anyway, let's go outside. Yes, someone's always ready to go outside, little lively one. So here are my trio. Come on. Yes, I know. Okay. Fresh, and after the rain we've had as well, this feels really lovely. So here's where I bring everybody most days. This is the gate into our field. You can see the roundhouse just over there. I'm going to have a little wander into this field with the dogs now. You can see Penny waiting. Isn't it glorious? Oh, look. So these are the Cleridian Hills. I feel so lucky every time I look at them and how glorious they are. So this, I'm not quite sure how big this field is actually. You can see behind the roundhouses just there. I'm going to take the dogs just around this field on a bit of a stretch. Okay, so a little look inside. You know, it's love. That first moment when I click the door handle open and walk in here at any time of the day, really. Right, this is the west border and we call it Maggie's border because a lot of the planting we have in here was given to us by a lovely lady up the road called Maggie. And at the foot here I've got a lot of plants that came out when we dug them up last week, and you can see the gaps, these great big gaps here where all the irises were. The irises are now here, and today they're all, well, not all, quite a lot of them are all going to go back into those gaps, and then all of these plants we have left over, we'll make a decision what to do with them, whether to pop them or whether to put them back in here or put them somewhere else. I haven't quite decided yet, but haven't I got a nice day for it? Excellent. Okay, so we're going to head back in now. Amber wants to get back to her babies, and I'm going to have some breakfast. No guesses on what I'm having this morning. Begins with an F and ends in a G. With some Greek yogurt. Hannah and Rowan are here, and I'm about to join them. Let's go. Okay, so I'm standing in the border now, and I thought I'd bring you in with me quickly. I've got my Iris here. I just wanted to quickly show you what I'm doing with them before they go back into the ground. So let's have a look. We've got the stems, and this middle bit here is the old spent flower stem, and you've got your rhizome here. Now if we take a closer look at the rhizome, you can see this end section here has done its job and produced its flowers, and it's over with. So what I'm going to do is at this joint here, I'm going to cut that away, which will leave this nice healthy rhizome here to produce another flower next year. Then what I'm going to do is cut all these long spent stems off into a fan shape like this, and that will just wick the water away when it rains, and it also looks quite pretty as well. So here's one I did earlier and you can see the middle bit here is where the flower was, and this end bit's just been chopped off. You can see it's nice and healthy in there as well. Lots of lovely roots, and then we are going to plant it back into the ground. Just quickly show you. So these roots need to go into the ground, so we don't want to see those roots, but what we do want to see is this rhizome. So I need to turn that the other way around because south is that way, and this rhizome needs to see the sun, so you need to leave this sticking out, the roots in the ground and some of this sticking out like so. Got Hannah over there potting up some of the things we've been digging out, and I've got Rowan in there somewhere getting the soil ready for replanting all of the irises. Also, the rubber matting here, we lay this out over the gravel. As you can see, there's lots of mud traipsing through it, so it just prevents us messing up the gravel, keeps it nice and tidy. Jenny! Okay, here's Hannah potting up all the bits and pieces that have come out. She reckons we should set up a bit of a shop, a bit of a nursery.
There's so much that you could do. 100%.
There is quite a
Laundry
bit.
garden nursery.
Yeah. Okay, so Hannah's come up with an idea that we need to create a border, a laundry garden.
Perennial laundry garden border mix. Thank you.
The start of the show could be teasel.
So here's Rowan replanting the irises, and in between here and there with the irises are going, now these a bunch of, it looks like a bunch of roots, which it is, but these are Dicentras and they are a white flowering Dicentra, absolutely stunning. The combination of the iris stems and the leaf formation of the Dicentras is something else that I discovered early this year, I think. And we're going to thread them all the way through with the Iris Pallidas through here, so that when the springtime comes, the Dicentras will flower, followed by the iris. Just finished lunch and really making headway. So lots and lots of plants have been potted up by Hannah. So we've got some nice droopy whiteless Maggies. So we just need to label them now, because we need to chop off all of those flower stems and just let them settle into their new pots. Lots of irises. Okay, here's where we're at. Look, so all these irises have been spaced out nicely. You can see the rhizomes just peeking out, looking very, very tidy. And they're just going to be threaded through like this. Now we've made a bit of a decision today. And Hannah is going to be having all of the Hesperus, which can very quickly take over a border if you let it. So it seeds around quite a bit, and it was starting to stifle out the back here. So it is very pretty and it's excellent for cutting if it's kept under control, which I think Hannah will do a better job than me at.
Let's say you did a bad job.
I know.
Yeah.
Lots of teasel has come out as well, because that seeds around prolifically in here. Now moving along here, we've got this Sorbus Cashmeriana, and it needs staking, so prime time to get on with that before the irises go back into this section here. And Rowan is cutting back this chicory I've got here at the back to make some space for the rose and for more iris, and just to free up here. It has sort of outgrown its space a little bit as well, and we also need to get round the back to the rose here. So it's quite a bit of a job, and it's amazing when you take all of these things out, it makes you see things a lot better, and you can just start reshuffling and making sense of things again, because over time things do get congested. Just look at that, so much better. Oh. Just put, this is our compost heap. Very attractive, isn't it? But if I come further away, this is where we throw all of our clippings. So mainly in that pile, and then Tom will use his green machine to turn it. What we get from this is not put back into the garden, because there's a lot of weeds in here as well, and perennial weeds that will come back, and we don't compost this efficiently to where it gets so hot it gets rid of them. So we reuse this within the woodland, which is perfect, and any areas on the outside of it too. But you know, it works, and we have piles there, so that's an old pile, and there's Tom's tripod ladders. So this area is our compost area for the minute, and hopefully one day we will make a better job of it and make proper compartments and layer it and do all the right things.